Welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the most critical steps of your academic journey: how to write a research title. It's more than just a name. It's your project's first impression. Let's get started. Think of your title as the front door to your study. To get it right, you have to be intentional, drafting it correctly, accurately, carefully, and meticulously. If the title is sloppy, readers may assume the research is too. You'll likely choose one of these three formats: descriptive or neutral, which is most common; declarative, used to highlight results; or interrogative, which uses a question to spark curiosity. The descriptive or neutral title provides the theme of your research, including variables and controls. It lays out the context without revealing the final outcome of the study. For example, teachers' challenges, capabilities, and needs in teaching learners with reading difficulties is descriptive. It lists the core themes being investigated without stating any results. The declarative title, unlike the descriptive one, actually states the main finding or conclusion of the study in the title itself. While clear, this may reduce reader curiosity. Take this example: interweaving the gaps between leadership professed and practiced by the guidance heads. This title declares both the finding, the existence of gaps, and the proposed solution. The interrogative title chooses to state the research question. This format puts your core query front and center, inviting the reader to find out what you discovered. The interrogative title: what is the impact of ChatGPT on education? A rapid review of the literature clearly uses a query to introduce the research topic. Let's identify the type of title here: revolutionizing radiology with GPT-based models. The word revolutionizing makes a bold statement about impact, meaning this is a declarative title. For academic self-regulation and academic performance of humanities and social science students, it lists the variables without revealing the results. This makes it a classic descriptive title. In the title, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic students, how they solve PISA-oriented mathematics problems. The question mark at the end confirms this is an interrogative title. Now that we know the types, let's look at drafting the title for a research paper. According to Tullow's checklist, a good title needs to be simple, direct, interesting, informative, specific, accurate, and functional, with essential keywords for indexing. Furthermore, a title should be concise, precise, and include the main theme of the paper. Crucially, it must not be misleading or misrepresentative, and should avoid being too long or cryptic. Tullow also suggests avoiding whimsical words, non-standard abbreviations, and unnecessary acronyms. Ideally, the title should be spiced, including setting, population, intervention, condition, endpoint, and design. Only mention the place of study and sample size if they add scientific value. Also, important terms or keywords should be placed at the beginning of the title. Finally, descriptive titles are generally preferred over declarative or interrogative ones, and authors must always adhere to specified word counts and instructions. Keep in mind, this checklist is a compass, not a rigid set of tracks. Some points will be perfect for your study, while others might not apply at all. It's a clear path to get you started. One of the most important checks you can do is for alignment. Your research title and your research questions must speak the same language to ensure consistency for your defense. In this example, appraising self-esteem, personality traits, and academic anxiety of freshman students perfectly aligns with the research questions, demonstrating consistency in every component. Remember that your research title is not set in stone. As you collect data, you may need to adjust your title to better fit the story of your research, demonstrating flexibility. Here are the references used throughout this video for further reading on crafting strong research titles. And that wraps up our discussion. Remember, your title is the doorway to your research. Make it clear, accurate, and don't be afraid to let it evolve. Thank you for joining me today.